Hinge,
Tinder,
Feel,
Grindr,
Instagram,
Bumble, Hinge, Tinder,
Feel,
Grindr,
Instagram,
Bumble. I met Ezekiel on Hinge about 2 years ago. We hit it off right away. He told me he wanted to be exclusive, so we started dating. But after a year, he still wouldn't call me his girlfriend. He kept saying, "We'll see how things go," even though he had moved in with me and we'd opened a joint bank account. He never posted about me on his social media and would get jealous about who I hung out with. Then I found out. Exclusive, he told me? Exclusive my arse. Not only was he cheating, oh no, he was talking to girls on 6 different dating apps. He said I had no right to be upset because we were still just seeing how things go. So I packed his bags, blocked his phone, and he never saw me again.
He had it coming, he had it coming. He only had himself to blame. So many red flags, but I ignored them, and I will never do that again.
Hinge, Tinder,
Feel,
Grindr,
Instagram,
Bumble, Hinge, Tinder,
Feel,
Grindr,
Instagram,
Bumble. I met my boyfriend Zach on Tinder, and during COVID I asked if he wanted to lock down at mine, but he said he couldn't leave his home gym. At first we FaceTimed every day, but soon he started acting distant. Then he missed the virtual anniversary date we had planned, and when I still hadn't heard from him the next morning, I checked to find my friends because I was worried he was in hospital. He wasn't. He was in the tiny village where his ex lived. I watched the little icon as it travelled back to his house. He called me in his dressing gown, eating breakfast in bed. "Morning, babe, I just woke up." I played along for a while, but when I finally revealed the screenshots, he choked on his cereal. You know, some guys just can't hold their crunchy nuts.
He had it coming, he had it coming. He really thought that he could lie. But then I caught him, and then I dumped him. I won't give Tinder another try.
Hinge, Tinder,
Feel,
Grindr,
Instagram,
Bumble, Hinge, Tinder,
Feel,
Grindr,
Instagram,
Bumble.
My partner always made me feel safe to explore my desires, and they were supportive when I suggested downloading Field. We were nervous when we met Sasha, but she was amazing. All 3 of us connected, emotionally, mentally, physically. We thought it would be a one-time thing, but it was magical. So we decided to do it again. We decided to do it again 10 times.
We kept on coming, we kept on coming. It was our 3-way app debut. If you had been there, if you had seen it, we bet that you would be coming too.
Hinge, Tinder,
Feel,
Grindr,
Instagram,
Bumble, Hinge, Tinder,
Feel,
Grindr,
Instagram,
Bumble. My friend Dylan was about to give up on Grindr when he met Tom. It was meant to be a hookup, but they fell for each other hard. It was a whirlwind romance, and I had never seen Dylan so happy. But after 3 months, Tom had to go back to America. They tried to do long distance, but they couldn't make it work. Tom moved on eventually, but Dylan still dreams of what could have been.
Has Dylan met someone else?
Still single.
He's back on Grindr. I hope he finds a great guy like Tom from the USA.
Hinge, Tinder,
Feel,
Grindr,
Instagram,
Bumble, Hinge, Tinder,
Feel,
Grindr,
Instagram,
Bumble.
During lockdown, Lucy slid into my DMs saying my boyfriend had been messaging her. She said she wasn't the only one, and then she taught me this trick. If you use Instagram on a desktop, you can see who people have followed in chronological order. My boyfriend had recently followed lots of girls from his surrounding area, and it turned out he had met all of them on dating apps, like Lucy, and Anna, and Jessica. I asked if he'd been messaging anyone, and he called me crazy and paranoid. But when I presented evidence from all 9 girls, he started crying.
It meant nothing, babe. I was bored. I did it because I was missing you. It was only a few dick pics.
I found 9 new pals. He lost me and 10 followers on Instagram.
He had it coming, he had it coming. I thought he was my Valentine, but then he used us, and he abused us. If you're a fuckboy, don't waste my time.
Hinge, Tinder,
Feel,
Grindr,
Instagram,
Bumble, Hinge, Tinder,
Feel,
Grindr,
Instagram,
Bumble. I started talking to lovely Luke on Bumble. He was a real nice guy, sensitive, a great communicator. Our messages soon turned into falling asleep on FaceTime together, and I'd always wake up to a good morning beautiful text. Our first date was better than you could possibly imagine. He said he'd never felt this way about anyone, and as he held me in his arms, he whispered, "I could really see myself falling for you," and I felt the same. The next morning, we had a coffee in bed and made plans to meet again. As he kissed me goodbye, he said, "I'll message you when I'm home," but he never did. He left me on red, ignored my calls, and I never heard from him again. I thought I'd found the one, but then he ghosted me.
Daddy bum bum.